Hi guys, it's Danny from Enigma Rooms and I'm here together with you for one more Friday night quiz. Oh! Yes, it's quiz night. So I've got 5 rounds of 10 questions. That's 50 questions, folks. And the rounds this week are knowledge and trivia. We've got music, we've got Disney, we've got geography, and we've got my favourite round, the picture round, okay? So basically I'll go through the questions first, the answers will come at the end. All you need to do this quiz is basically just yourself. You can write stuff down with pen and paper if you want, on your phone, on your iPhone, on your iPad notes or anything like that. Or you can just shout at the screen as we go through the quiz. I won't respond because I can't hear you. But yeah, that's it. That's all we're going to do. You know how quizzes work. Let's get on with it. Round 1. Knowledge and trivia. Yes, I know people call it general knowledge, but we call it knowledge and trivia. Here we go. Question number 1 in the knowledge and trivia round. What was the first toy that was advertised on television? What was the first toy advertised on television? Question number 2, and I should say, I forgot to say it, you get about 10 seconds, roughly about 10 seconds to answer each question. You can pause the telly at any point now, or on your phone. I don't know what you're watching on. Probably YouTube. Question number 2, what is the national animal of Scotland? What is the national animal of Scotland? Question number 3. Which famous artist famously chopped off his ear? Which famous artist famously chopped off his ear? Got to fly around here. Question number 4. Who directed the film, or movie, whichever you call it? I call it a film. Who directed the film Titanic? So who directed the film Titanic? Question number 5. What is the national flower of Japan? Question number 5. What is the national flower of Japan? Question number 6. What is the hardest substance on Earth? Natural substance, should I say. What is the hardest natural substance on Earth? And there's some blokes out there now going, me, I'm the hardest. You're not, mate. You're not. Question number 7. Who was the first female to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean? Who was the first female to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean? Solo as in by themselves, not so low on the ground. Question number 8. Currently, what is the largest species of penguin? And when I say currently, I mean because I know largest species have existed, but they're sadly extinct. But what is the current largest species of penguin? My favourite animal, penguin. You didn't ask, but I'm telling you anyway. We go to the Deep in Hull. If you've never been to the Deep in Hull, go there, they've got penguins there. It's not just fish, they've got penguins. They're fun to watch. Number 9. What is the largest animal that lives on land? Nearly had that fly, nearly missed me, I get it then. Number 9. What is the largest animal that lives on land? And question number 10. For your knowledge and trivia round, Arkham Asylum is often associated with which superhero? Arkham Asylum is often associated with which superhero? And there we have it, guys. That is your first round out the way, knowledge and trivia. How did you do? You're not answering, are you? Because I'm a machine. I'm not a machine. I'm in a machine. I'm on a machine. Did you call it a machine? A device? Who knows? Anyway, next round is la 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 la. That's the music round. Again, 10 questions, 10 seconds, or roughly 10 seconds to answer each question. Let's see how you do. Question number 1. According to Paul Simon, how many different ways are there to leave your lover? Number 1 in the music round. According to Paul Simon, how many different ways are there to leave your lover? Right on time, the grandfathery clock. There we go. Question number 2. Suggs is often associated with which band? Suggs. Suggsy. Good old Suggsy. Suggs is often associated with which band? I suppose not often. Always. He's always associated with them, surely. He is. Don't call me Shirley. Name that film. Bonus points if you put it in the comments. Number 3 in the music round. Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, I'm going to say Frank Skinner then. Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis Jr. were members of a group of singers that were commonly known as what? Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis Jr. were in a group of singers often referred to as what? That'd have been an interesting lineup though, wouldn't it? Dean Martin and Frank Skinner. Can you imagine that? 3 lions on his shirt, jewels remain still gleaming. That was my Dean Martin impression. Apparently a few people said that I sang a lot in the last quiz. Singing's a strong word, but I do enjoy it. It makes me happy. Number 4 in your music round. Jake and Elwood are members of which band? Jake and Elwood are members of which band? I feel like this is gonna, the younger viewers might not know most of these questions so far. In fact, I feel like they wouldn't. If you don't, just tell me, just give me an idea of age range. You don't have to give me your actual age, but are you under 20? Are you over 20? Are you under 30? I don't know. My music taste has always been better. I was raised better. I was born in the 90s, raised on like 60s, 70s and 80s stuff. So, number 5. What was the first song played in space in 1965? 1965. What was the first song played in space in 1965? Question number 6. It's song lyrics. Here we go. You led me away from home, just to save you from being alone. You stole my heart, and that's what really hurts. What song are those lyrics from? You led me away from home, just to save you from being alone. You stole my heart, and that's what really hurts. They're lyrics from which song? I'll give you the decade. 70s song. That helps. That helps all you youngsters out there. It's really hard not to sing the lyrics. If you know them, you sing them straight away. It's tough. Number 7. Cliff Richard sang Living Doll with who for comic relief? So Cliff Richard sang Living Doll for comic relief with who? Now it was a group of people, but they have a name. That's the only clue I'm able to give you on that one. Got myself a... Can I sing it? I can't sing it. Copyright. Can't sing it because of copyright. Who am I talking to? My grandfather. Clock. Number 8. Who was named the godfather of soul? Who was named the godfather of soul? Question number 9. 19, 21, 25 and 30 are all names of albums by which artist? 19, 21, 25, and 30. They're all album names. By which artist? And number 10 for your music round. Who was the drummer in Queen? We know Freddie was out there. We know he was at the front. But who's the drummer of Queen? Who did that? Well, we did as the audience, I suppose. Yeah, who's the drummer of Queen? And there we have the music round over and done with. On to now our... That is our Disney round. What were you singing there, Dan? I was singing some non-copyright Disney-inspired music is what I was singing. Right, Disney round. So this one might be for the youngsters, but let's have a go. I've gone for a nice mix. Hopefully I've gone for a nice mix of new and old Disney, but let's find out. Question number 1 in the Disney round. In Hercules, what are the names of Hades' minions? It wasn't Kevin, Bob, and what was the other one called? Kevin, Bob. Can't remember what the third minion was called. Let me know in the comments so I don't go crazy. Kevin, Bob, and Stuart. There you go. I told you. But in Hercules, the little yellow minions, for those who don't know what that was talking about. In Hercules, what were the names of Hades' minions? The minions of Hades. There was 2 of them, if that helps. Question number 2, a classic Disney question. It's on probably most of the Disney quizzes, so let's see if you know it. What does Hakuna Matata mean? What does the phrase Hakuna Matata mean? Obviously, what does it mean in English? Question number 3. Who was the fashion designer in The Incredibles? As in, that person did the suits. They did the suits. What was their name? Who was the fashion designer in The Incredibles? Question number 4. Who serves as Pinocchio's conscience in Pinocchio? Who serves as Pinocchio's conscience? Bonus question, you can leave this answer in the comments below. If Pinocchio told you he was going to tell a lie, would his nose grow or not? That's not the right question, is it? Question is, if he told you this statement is a lie, would his nose grow or not? Question number 5. That's my impression of Goofy. But what was his son's name? Yes, question number 5 is, what is the name of Goofy's son? You get it all. Bit of singing, bit of impressions. None of it's any good, but it's free. You get what you pay for. Question number 6. In The Emperor's New Groove, what animal does Emperor Cusco turn into? In the film Emperor's New Groove, what animal does Emperor Cusco turn into? Question number 7. This is a complete the quote question. You ready? To fly, all you need is a little faith, trust, and what else? To fly, all you need is a little faith, trust, and what? Yeah, right. I'm not even going to tell you the film. If you don't know the film, you're not going to get the answer, I don't think. Number 7, number 8, Quasimodo is the bell ringer for which famous cathedral? Quasimodo was the bell ringer for which famous cathedral? I've got a Quasimodo joke. Quasimodo goes into a bar and asks for a whiskey. Barman says, his bell's all right. He says, mind your business. Because he's a bell ringer. Never mind. Number 9. According to the song, what is the tale that is as old as time? So question number 9, according to the song, what's the tale that is as old as time? Again, I can't give you the film for that one because it's what the name of the film. And question number 10. So we've gone for Disney films so far, but this one's slightly out of the box with, what year did Disneyland theme park first open? So the first ever Disneyland. When did that first open? What year? And that's your Disney round all sorted. Moving swiftly on to the geography round. Now, openly admit, I'm rubbish at geography. My brother is fantastic. He was #1 in the world for like flags and capital cities and things like that. I'm not as good like that. He travelled around for football and things, so he's quite good at UK geography as well, but I'm not great. So, hopefully, you guys will be. So, geography round. Question number 1. What is the largest island in the Caribbean? Or Caribbean, depending on how you phrase it. I'd say Caribbean. Caribbean? Pirates of the Caribbean. Would you say Caribbean? I don't know. But what is the largest island in the Caribbean? Question number 2. What is the largest mountain in Europe? Ah, you were going to put it, weren't you? You're going to say straight away, but no. I added Europe at the end there. So what is the largest mountain in Europe? Question number 3. What is the smallest ocean in the world, not just Europe? Smallest ocean in the world. There's only 5 to choose from. Yeah, it's only 5 to choose from. Number 4, which country is known as the land of midnight sun? So which country is known as the land of midnight sun? Question number 5, what country would you find the Great Barrier Reef? What country would you find the Great Barrier Reef? I'm talking about the real one. You can't just go, well, there's one in the Sea Life Centre in Blackpool. Don't count. The real one. Question number 6. What country would you be in if you were in Tiananmen Square? Or Tiananmen Square. Again, everyone pronounces things differently. I'd say Tiananmen, I suppose. But what country would you be in if you were in Tiananmen Square? Question number 7. Which US state would you find Mount Rushmore? Remember Mount Rushmore? Mount Rushmore, this thing. There it is. The big faces carved into the rock. Natural and all. Natural, you know. Just discovered it one day like that. Unbelievable. But which US state is it in? Question number 8. What is the capital city of Canada? What is the capital city of Canada? Question number 9, keeping it local. That's from Donny, that's from Yorkshire. So which Yorkshire county is the largest? There's only 4 in Yorkshire. Which one's the largest? Which county in Yorkshire is the largest? And question number 10 for your geography round. Which country would you find Machu Picchu? Which country would you find Machu Picchu? Again, that's what I hope I'm pronouncing that right. That's what I call it. That's what I'd say. I'm sure I've heard people say the same thing. But you know, oh, grandfather clock is talking back. But yeah, Machu Picchu, what country would you find that in? You done digging and donging? In that case, that's the end of your geography round. On to the final round, which is the picture round. So, 10 questions. There'll be 10 pictures on the screen. There'll be a different type of question for each, but obviously the picture might help you with that question. Here we go. Question number 1 for your picture round. Can you do me a favour and name this actor? Can you do me a favour and name this actor? Question number 2 in the picture round. Name this logo. Whose logo is that? Whose logo is that? Question number 3 of the picture round. Who is this as a child? It's a famous person as a child. Who is it? It's their childhood photo. It is out and about on the internet a lot. And if you know it is, you'll go, yeah, that's definitely them. But yeah, go on. Number 4. Can you do me a favour and name this landmark? Question number 5. What film is this? Watched it the other day. My wife says, nah, didn't really grab me. I grew up on it. Great film, nostalgia. But what film is it? Question number 6. Batman. Here he is, but who's playing him in this picture? Who is playing that Batman there? There's a lot to choose from, but who is it? Question number 7. Can you name this animal for me, please? Name this animal. Animal. Question number 8. Can you name this kids' TV show for me, please? So what's the name of that kids' TV show? Question number 9. Which football team plays at this stadium? That's soccer for you American fans. But which football team plays in this stadium? And question number 10 for the picture round. Can you name the country that have this as their flag? Whose flag is that? That's your picture round, guys. Thank you very much. Don't forget you can go back and skip back to questions and pause and whatever you need to do to get all the questions that you need. I always say you have until I give the answer to say the answer. So if I'm repeating the question just before I give the answer and you say it before I do, you can still give yourself a point. I'm going to carry on with the answers in just a second. So there we go. Did I do it? Did I do the transition? Was it? Did I? Anyway, I did it. There we go. So guys, these are your answers to your questions. I'm just going to fire through these. I'm not going to take too much of your time. Obviously, you can slow me down if you need to, but the playback speed, or just pause me if I'm going too quick. I will say as well, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. It means nothing to you, but it means a lot to us and the channel. It helps our channel grow, and it means that more people get to see the quizzes, which would be amazing for us. Also, leave us a comment with your final score below, and please feel free to leave any suggestions for future rounds. We've got I've got a couple that I need to get through to next week. Unfortunately, I missed it for this quiz, but I'll get through those as well. So here we go. Here's the answers. Round 1, knowledge and trivia. What is the first toy to be advertised on TV? Well, that was Mr. Potato Head in 1952. Number 2, what is the national animal of Scotland? If you didn't know the answer to this question, this is going to blow your mind. It's a unicorn. I swear to God now, it's a unicorn. Google it. Other search engines are available, but Google's probably the best. I do not represent the company when I say that. But yeah, it's a unicorn. So yeah, there we go. Number 3, which famous artist cut off his ear? That was, of course, Van Gogh. And apparently after doing that to himself, he did go to the bar and his mate says, "Here, Van Gogh, do you want me to buy you a beer?" He says, "No thanks, I've got one here." Number 4, the film Titanic was directed by James Cameron. Number 5, what is the national flower of Japan? That is cherry blossom. Number 6, what is the hardest natural substance on Earth? That is, of course, diamond. Number 7, who was the first woman to fly solo around over the Atlantic? That was Amelia Earhart. Number 8, sorry, what is currently the largest species of penguin? I know there's larger ones that have existed, but they are extinct. The largest one currently is the emperor penguin. They don't have them at the Hull in the Deeping Hull, but they are large. Number 9, what is the largest animal that lives on land? Now this, of course, is where it's going to throw people. It is an African elephant. I would say you get 2 points if you say African elephant. If you say elephant, 1 point. If you say African elephant, 2 points, okay? If you say Indian elephant, 1 point. It's African elephant, the ones with the biggest ears. And Arkham Asylum for number 10 is often associated with the superhero that is Batman. Of course, that's where he takes all his captors, such as the Joker, and Arkham was a massive thing in the comic book series and the game series. There you go. Over on to the music round. How many ways are there to leave your lover? There are 50, according to Paul Simon. 50 ways to leave your lover. Suggs is obviously associated with madness. I did a madness question last week. Was it last week? But I've done one previously. I'm a massive madness fan. But yeah, Suggs is He's one of the leads of Madness. Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis Jr. are from the Rat Pack. Jake and Elwood Blues are from the Blues Brothers. Yes, I know, technically a fictional band, but they were a band. They did tour and they've made albums, so I'm counting it. Number 5, what was the first song to be played in space in 1965? It was Jingle Bells. Jingle Bells was the first song to be played in space. Number 6, you led me away from home just to save you from being alone. You stole my heart and that's what really hurts. Their lyrics from Maggie May by Rod Stewart. You led me away from home just to save you from being alone. You stole my heart and that's what really hurts. Cliff Richard sang Living Doll for comic relief with the Young Ones. Got myself a crying, talking, sleeping, walking. Living Doll! For those who have no idea who the Young Ones are, that's completely random to you, I know. But that's how they did it. Number 8, who was named the Godfather of Soul? Hell yeah! That was Mr. James Brown. 19, 21, 25 and 30 are all albums from Adele. And number 10, who was the drummer of Queen? That was, of course, Roger Taylor. Over to our Disney round now. In Hercules, the names of Hades' minions were Pain and Panic. Number 2, Hakuna Matata, of course, it's in the song. It means no worries. It means no worries. No worries is what it means. Number 3, who was the fashion designer in The Incredible? No capes! That was Edna Mode. Number 4, who serves as Pinocchio's conscience? That is, of course, Jiminy a Cricket. Number 5, Goofy's son is called Max. Oh, Max! It's called Max. In Emperor's New Groove for number 6, the animal that Emperor Cusco gets turned into is a llama. Great film. If you never see it, I think it's an underrated film, Emperor's New Groove. Number 7, this is obviously from Peter Pan, but to fly, all you need is little faith, trust, and Pixie dust, absolutely. Number 8, Quasimodo was the bell ringer for Notre Dame. At number 9, according to the song, which tale is a tale as old as time? A tale of old as time. That is Beauty and the Beast. Number 10, what was the name? What was the year that Disneyland first opened its doors, its gates, whatever you want to call it? It was 1955. So well done if you got that. Moving on to geography now. I think this is a very, very tough round. I think it's a tough round anyway, but especially if you're not into geography like myself. So here we go. See what how you did. Number 1, the largest island in the Caribbean is Cuba. Which is the highest mountain in Europe? That is Mount Elbrus, which is in Russia. Number 3, what is the smallest ocean in the world? The smallest ocean is the Arctic. Number 4, which country is known as the land of midnight sun? That is, of course, Norway. Number 6, what country... Sorry, number 5, what is country would you be in if you were in the... I'll pause there and start again and let you catch up for me. The country that has the Great Barrier Reef is, of course, Australia. Number 6, the country that has Tiananmen Square is China. That's the one with the tank. Remember the guy, the tanks coming, the guy protesting war, he stood in front of the tanks, in case you've, I think something might go, I've heard of that, but I don't know why. The US state that has Mount Rushmore is South Dakota. Well done if you got that. I really wouldn't have known that at all. When I did the quiz, that was a tough one. What is the capital city of Canada? It's Ottawa. I know some people want to go Toronto or something like that, Alberta. But yeah, it's Ottawa. Number 9, in Yorkshire, we've got 4 counties. That's a Yorkshire accent, by the way. And the largest county in Yorkshire is the North Yorkshire. And number 10, what country would you be in if you were in Machu Picchu? That is Peru. And finally, over to the picture round. Here they are again. Name this actor. This is always funny to me because that's Danny Glover. And for those who don't know, my name is Danny Glover. So yeah, that's not me. That's the guy from Lethal Weapon. I wish he was. I wish I were a pound behind him. But yeah, Danny Glover. There he is. What is the logo? That is Spotify, the music app. That is Spotify. Who is this a picture of when they were a child? Now, if you know, great. If you don't know, when I tell you this, you probably go, oh yeah, of course it is. That's Jim Carrey. Of course it's Jim Carrey. Name this landmark. That is Chichen Itza. What's the name of this film? That is The Goonies. Great 80s film, that. Who is playing Batman in this picture? Now, I know this is tough because he's wearing a mask, but that is the best Batman in the world, Michael Keaton. There is no one better. Prove me wrong. I'm still willing to have that argument with you. There is no better Batman. It's Michael Keaton 100% of the time. This animal here is a capybara. That is the largest rodent that we have, a capybara. This kids' TV show is The Tweenies, and there we go with the grandfather clock. Hey, are you ready today? They come along and play with the Tweenies. Which football team plays at the stadium? That is Arsenal. Arsenal! Bonus point if you could tell me what that's from. Arsenal! Come on, who is that from? You have to let me know and I'll give you the bonus point manually. And number 10, whose flag is this? This is the flag of Thailand. There we go, guys. How did you do? Did you score 50 out of... No, there's more. There's a couple of bonus points. But did you score over 50? Under 50? Most of you must have scored under 50. But let me know how you do. Let me know for future rounds. Again, forgive me for saying this all the time. Like and subscribe if you haven't. Like the video. Subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out. It means a lot. And we'd appreciate it as well. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you again next week for another Friday night quiz. Oh! But other than that, should I do a transition? Bye.